Hi, I'm Chris from Fotokite. We're a B2B robotics company, and what we've developed is a brand new way for aerial robotics to navigate themselves in the real world. Let me show you how it works. This is a Fotokite. It pops out a can just like this. And what that is a tethered drone. You unfold the arms, you clip in the top, and now it's ready to fly. No setup time, no GPS booting up. It's just ready to go. You point it in the direction that you want it to fly, you give it a twist, and that tells the motors to start ramping up. And then, off it goes. Front row, you guys are totally safe. It'll fly in this angle relative to me constantly. Whether I move it over here, it'll come with me, okay? There's no complex sensors, no GPS tracking, no optical flow. It's simply using the algorithms that we've developed to fly itself 100% autonomously. That's super special. I can also do some really fun things with the tethered system, like push one of these two buttons and twist my hand. The vehicle will twist as well. Or I could go back the other direction. I can also change the position of it if I wanted to take some aerial sensing or aerial images from a different location. We've made some great initial sales to customers like CNN, BBC, Tribune Media. These guys are using it for broadcast news purposes to be able to get an eye in the sky and live broadcast a full HD video from up above. With our professional system, we're even able to use that tether to send power over that line. So while a traditional drone will fly for 20 to 25 minutes, we can fly for 24/7. In fact, we've even flown this system for 52 days straight when we plugged it into the wall. In terms of accountability, this is also a system that's always physically connected to the user. So you won't be sitting in a park seeing a drone buzz by and get kind of a bad feeling about not knowing who's using it and what they're using it for. So in terms of flight time, in terms of safety, in terms of accountability, we've created a system that you can use in the real world. The markets that use a system that can fly for as long as it can and is extremely safe are broadcast news, industrial inspection, and sports live streaming. This is a system that you can set up on the side of a sports field, press a single button, it'll fly up to about 60 feet and start live streaming the video from what's going on the field down to a coach's tablet or even over LTE to a worldwide audience. In terms of the traction that we've gotten so far, our first product has become the first ever drone approved by the FAA for commercial use above crowds of people. That's a huge milestone for us, and it's a really big testament to the safety and accountability of this system. We've also got some fantastic initial customers like CNN.
Okay, time's up.
Thank you.
Well done. Big round of applause. That was very impressive. Rachel, any feedback?
So I have a question for you. With the FAA regulations, is there a certain length that the cord can be that will work, or is it?
Yeah.
What's the limitations, just from a usability perspective, for all the markets you've noted being addressed?
So right now, what they can use the system is up to about 10 meters, or 33 feet. And that's kind of a key metric based off of the weight of the system and using it directly over people.
Does that mean if it falls, it won't kill somebody?
That's correct. Yeah, it won't.
Okay. Got it. So it's based on mortality. Got it. Danielle.
So I'm just curious, when you pitch this, it's dangerously close to, I know, we'll put a string on it. There are a lot of drone companies, so I'm guessing that's not really necessarily the long-term picture. What's the deal with the software? You said you have a special algorithm that it's autonomous, but is it not just dead reckoning? Like, what is the software that you've built?
So the software is specifically using just an IMU sensor, which is extremely robust sensor off the shelf, okay? And it estimates the tension vector, the tension force, and stabilizes itself in digital time based off of that. So we don't use any complex sensors to do a very stabilized, safe flight.
Okay, but is that defensible?
Absolutely. We have full IP on any drone system that actively uses a tether to stabilize its own.
What's the cost again?
Our professional system sells to CNN and BBC for around 8K.
80?
8K.
Oh, 8K. Okay, great. Eric, any thoughts?
First of all, FAA check, CNN check, $1 million in revenue, fantastic. Just have a question about the tethering. The fact that it's limited now. So if I'm at a sports event, part of the beauty of a drone, I think, is to be able to send it across the field so that you can see some other angles that you might not be able to get. So how limited are you with it being tethered to a single individual?
Sure. In terms of tether length, we can achieve things around 160 feet with that power over tether. However, we're not at all saying that this is a complete replacement of traditional drones. Rather, it's a different kind of tool. It looks, it smells, it sounds like a drone, but really what we should be seeing it as is kind of a 150-foot camera crane that fits into this case.
I assume it can fly so long because the battery is on the ground with the tether, is that right?
That's exactly right. We also implement a backup battery on board, so if that tether ever gets cut, it actually has enough flight time to be able to safely land.
Great.
Nico.
So how is your next product going to look like?
Our next product, what we're working on is more connectivity, so things like an 802.11ac, and more intelligence on board. So our sports customers, they use it to set on the side of the field and video record 4 or 6 hours long of training. What we're going to be able to offer in addition to that is running live analytics on board based off of technology partnerships like Second Spectrum and Huddle, and be able to live stream those analytics down to a coach's tablet on the sideline. And that's really exciting.
Okay, great. Let's hear it for Fotokite.